Breathe in for Om. Breathe in. Breathe in. Repeat after me. Yogena chittasya
Yogena chittasya
padena vacham
padena vacha
malam shariryasya cha
malam sharirasya cha
vaidyakena
vaidyakena
yopakarotam
yopakarotam
pravaram munina
pravaram munina
Patanjalim
Patanjalim
Pranjaliranatosmi
Pranjaliranatosmi.
Being grateful to the Patanjali Maharishi and all the gurus, we'll open our eyes. Okay. So before we go to the thing, I made one like a mind map. You can see this. So Samadhi Patanjali Yoga Sutra, like Samadhi Pada, first Pada. So if you split the sutras, totally there are 51 sutras. So if you split it in subject wise, so first few says, so I'll just explain this, then we'll go to the sutra. So what is yoga? So it talks about what is yoga, the main purpose of this entire thing, just covered in the first 2-3 sutras. So then what is not yoga? Well, yoga, we know, then what is not yoga? So vrittis. So that vrittis, each vrittis is covered in the next 6 sutras. So then abhyasa vairagya. How do I overcome the vrittis? So that is covered. So then once you overcome the vrittis, what happens? Sampragyataha. Like what are the types of samadhi is given. Right? So then how do I attain that samadhi? One of the ways he starts with explaining Ishvara. Explaining what is Ishvara, Tajjapata Dartha Bhavanam, so all the things, Tasyava Chaka Pranava, although Pranava is chanted. So, but to experience the Ishvara, to experience the Samadhi, there are obstacles. So that is the 9 obstacles. Antarayas it's called. So that is the next Antarayas it's called. Then the overcoming, how the overcoming the obstacles. The Antaraya Abhavascha. So that is the like that 7 steps. Like we are to learn like small Vijnana Bhairava session, like that is. Then the benefit of overcoming the obstacles. Then the Patanjali Maharishi introduces Samapattihi. Samapattihi is the type, it's different types of the starting stages of Samadhi. So these are called Sabija Samadhi, meaning the Samadhi where you still maintain the awareness, Sabija. Then what is the benefits of that? And the last sutra says, when you go across this, you get into Nirbija Samadhi. So this will stop, the Samadhi Pada will stop here. Then the Sadhana Pada says, how do we overcome, how do we attain those what all the steps, so many other things are that it continues, and then the Kaivalya Pada will pick up from here. The Kaivalya Pada will start from this Nirbija Samadhi and Kaivalyam, Moksham, all the other thing. That is the last Pada. Vibhuti Pada is the milestones of the sadhana. So if you understand this Patanjali Yoga Sutra, like for matured people, if you are already matured, mind is there, is matured enough, this chapter is enough. Actually, the first line is enough. If you understand that, or this first 2-3 sutras is enough. If you can't, then you go through the whole chapter. But for majority of us, 99% people, the sadhana is required. That's why this sutra, Patanjali, not only talks about the literature, how do I achieve? How do is the steps to achieve? That comes in the sadhana pada. Okay, so we'll see the sutras again. So I'll just go through one by one. So we can also remember the sutras and then the meaning also. And we have to chant also. देखते हैं कि कब तक हो जाता है. So maybe what we will do, I will chant only the left side, the pada vibhaga. So I'll proceed. So I'll chant once, you repeat once. Then I will go along with this, like these things. So first 3 I will chant and then we'll go through the quick meaning. Chicken, na? So whatever you feel, we'll see. So Atha Yoga.
Atha Yoga.
Anushasanam.
Anushasanam.
Yogaschitta vritti.
Yogaschitta vritti.
Nirodha.
Nirodha.
Tada drishtuhu.
Tada drashtuhu.
Swarupe.
Swarupe.
Avasthanam.
Avasthanam.
So if you understand, these 3 sutras tells what is yoga. Yoga is self-discipline. When? Now. Atha, now. So when you do self-discipline, what happens? Chitta vritti nirodha. The mind, the modulations of the mind get stopped. So that 3rd sutra says, the seer remains as himself or herself without getting affected by the scenery. So this is just the crux of what is yoga is, the seer is generally affected by the scenery. So yoga is, it's not togetherness. According to Patanjali Maharishi, it's viyoga. Vinyoga is separation, separating the seer from the scenery. How do you do that? Chitta vritti nirodha. The mind is only projecting the scenery to the seer. So mind ko, you stop the vrittis of the mind. How do you stop the vrittis of the mind? By self-discipline. That is called yoga. Clear enough? Steps are clear. So then the second steps, that is the first 3 I'll show. So this also the second, what is not yoga. So generally what happens, we are in the vrittis. When the mind is not, mind is functioning, we are in the vrittis. Vritti sarupyam.
Vritti sarupyam.
Itaratra.
Itaratra.
Vrittayaha panchatayaha.
Vrittayaha panchatayaha.
Klishta aklishtaha.
Klishta aklishtaha.
So I'll complete, then I'll go to the meaning. Pramana viparyaya.
Pramana viparyaya.
Vikalpa.
Vikalpa.
Nidra.
Nidra.
Smritayaha.
Smritayaha.
5 vrittis. Pratyaksha.
Pratyaksha.
Anumana.
Anumana.
Agamaha. Pramanani.
Pramanani.
Viparyayo.
Viparyayo.
Mithya jnanam.
Mithya jnanam.
Atadrupa.
Atadrupa.
Pratishtam.
Pratishtam.
So each vikalp or each vrittis is explaining. Shabda jnana.
Shabda jnana.
Anupati.
Anupati.
Vastu shunyo.
Vastu shunyo.
Vikalpaha.
Vikalpaha.
Abhava.
Bhava.
Pratyaya.
Pratyaya.
Alambana.
Vana.
Vritti.
Vritti.
Nidraha.
Nidra.
Last one. Anubhuta Vishaya.
Anubhuta Vishaya.
Asampramosha.
Asampramosha.
Smritihi.
Smritihi.
So the next, the sutras talks about these 6-7 sutras talks about what is not yoga. Well, most of the time, 99% of the time, mind is doing 5 things. So when mind is not doing these 5 things, the seer is by himself or herself. Seer is without gender. So to put it's this, okay. So, but most of the time, mind is in the, that is the seer, that is this shloka. Vritti sarupyam itaratra. Itaratra means otherwise. The seer, this continuation of the previous sutra. So, Drishtu Swarupe Avasthanam talks about the Drishtuhu. So, otherwise, it is merged with the vrittis. The seer is affected by the vrittis. Vrittis means what? Everything is happening in the scenery. Anything is happening in the world. I feel good, I feel bad, I'm irritated, I'm frustrated, I'm hungry. I want this, I don't want this, or anything you think, mind is affecting the vritti, the seer also. So what are the things which affects the seer? Vrittayaha, panchatayaha. There are 5 things. Klishta, aklishta. Problematic, non-problematic. See, some are problematic. Problematic, it causes issues to the seer. I feel good. But some are not problematic. See, I want to drink water. See, now I want to drink water. It doesn't cause great problem to the seer. But still it's a vritti. Right? So some are problematic vrittis, some are non-problematic vrittis. Actually, I wanted to drink water. So what is the thing? 5. Pramana. Pramana means I want to know. Viparyaya is I already know. So that's how you differentiate. Pramana is logic, knowledge, which I am wanting to know. Viparyaya is I already know, so I don't want to know. I already have concepts in the mind. Right? Pramana, simple example. Oh, what time it is? Something very simple like that. Or what I'm doing in this world. What is my purpose of life? It's a great question or a simple question. Both are pramanas. Viparyaya is I am decided. I don't want to know. Many people think, I know everything, boss. Don't tell me. Bolte hai na? So that is viparya. But you are stuck. The problem is you are stuck. I think I am this body. Guruji comes and tells you are not the body. I am not ready to listen because mind is in viparyaya mode. You know? So become aware of this. Then we'll see the sutras. Then we will see. Pratyaksha, Anumana, Agama, Pramanani. So pramana you come with 3. Pratyaksha is through the senses. I don't want anybody else to tell me. My senses will tell me the answer. Anumana, based on the pratyaksha, I am taking using my intelligence, using my smriti, I create guess. I guess the thing. That is Anumana. So, but for some things, I can't, Pratyaksha Anumana doesn't work. I have to rely on something written, some scriptures, some written by somebody. Like how many moons in the Neptune? I don't know. I can't see. So I have to rely on NASA's website. So that is Agama. Like, no, something like that. Just example, all scriptures. So these are the Pramanas. Viparyaya is Mithya Jnanam. So I already know, but it's changing. Everything is changing, but my concept is fixed. Ata Drupa Pratishtam. So Pratishtam means established. My experience is established. So I don't want to know. That is Viparyaya. So some Guruji said in the video, when mind is in Viparyaya, however logic you put, mind doesn't go. Somebody says, I don't love you. You are not done enough. क्या करेगा? जितना भी try करो prove करने के लिए, nothing happens. Husband and wife knows, है ना? Atish and they will know. Viparya. Then Shabda Jnana Anupati Vastu Shunyo Vikalpa. What is Vikalpa? Shabda Jnana. Only the word is there. Vastu Shunya. Oh, tomorrow what will happen if I die? It's a Vikalpa. Or tomorrow I will get promoted. Only the words is there. There is no Vastu. That is have hallucinations, daydreaming or night dreaming, all those things. Abhava pratyaya alambana. Alambana means holding. Abhava means nothingness. So mind is holding on to nothingness. Beautiful definition of Nidra. Abhava pratyaya. Mind is there, it's functioning, but it's holding on to nothing. That is Nidra. So it's not allowing you to go to the Drishta, the seer. That's why it's a vritti. Then most powerful smriti is what? Anubhuta Vishaya Asampramosha. Whatever we have experienced, that experience which has not left us. So that trace of the experience is there in the mind as impressions. That is called memory. So, and from these expressions only vrittis are formed. So your future is similar to your past because of this. Okay, so this becomes the second line. That is what is not yoga, vrittis. So now I know, oh, there are so many vrittis. This itself is 24/7 practice. I am in this vritti. Understanding I am in this vritti. Then how do I overcome? Right? So these are all have to become like a practice, not just understanding. Samajh mein rahe na? Any questions also you can ask in between. So it's not like just like this session. Okay. So understanding, oh, I am in this vritti, and how do I overcome this vritti? So through abhyasa vairagyam. So we'll just chant and then we'll see. Abhyasa vairagya.
Abhyasa vairagya.
Abhyam.
Abhyam.
Tannirodha.
Tannirodha.
Tatra stitau.
Tatra stitau.
Yatnau.
Yatnau.
Abhyasaha.
Abhyasaha.
Satu dirghakala.
Satu dirghakala.
Nairantarya.
Tarya.
Satkara.
Satkara.
Sevito.
Sevito.
Dridabhumihi.
Dridabhumihi.
Asevito. Okay. Drishta anushravika.
Drishtanushavika.
Vishaya.
Vishaya.
Vitrushnasya.
Vitrushnasya.
Vashikara.
Shikara.
Sanya.
Sanya.
Vairagyam.
Vairagyam.
So he talks about Abhyasam and Vairagyam. So Abhyasa is practice. The effort, see, mind is in the vrittis, understand, mind is going on. So two things are required. One, to bring the mind to the present moment. That is Abhyasa. So you are daydreaming or you are thinking something, logic, something happening, you are planning. No. Oh, I want to be in the present moment. I want to focus. I want to be calm the mind. That effort is Abhyasa. Okay. Then how long I have to keep on doing? Then again after 2 minutes, mind goes out again. Again I have to bring it back. Again I have to go. Again you bring it back. Then it will become stable. When my mind will become stable, that is, it says it takes long time. Sat Dirgha Kala Nairantarya. Continuous practice, satkara sevito, honoring the practice, then only it will become staying. So I gave an example. Let's say you are going from Bangalore to Chennai, 350 kilometers trip. So without GPS, how do you say? You ask somebody, they say, take on this road, keep on going. That's it. Now, earlier days, we used to get instructions like that. Keep on going without any deviation. Just a road pakado, seedha jao. So, kab tak jana hai? Till you reach Chennai. Till you reach the beach, Marina Beach. Huh? So, till you see the beach, you have to keep on going. So, there is no, that's a simple instruction. Satu dirgha kala. Nairantarya, kyun karna hai? Mind is pulling you back towards the vrittis, towards the world. So it's like escalator. When you are not going forward, mind is pulling back towards the world. So you have to do Nairantarya, like escalator, like what you in the gym, na? There is a treadmill. So the moment you stop, it will pull back. So you have to keep on doing the practice, daily sadhana. समझ में रहे ना? Once in a week नहीं चलेगा. Daily sadhana is required. And honoring. Honoring because that's when we'll put focus, attention. Then
I have one question.
hmm,
Just thinking about Dharma Yoga. If you think about Dharma Yoga, there would this still be applicable? I mean, if we're saying take your mind away from the world. If you actually think about the Dharma Yoga, would that not be contradictory here? I mean, whatever your dharma is, probably you would want to take your mind towards that.
But what is karma yoga? Doing the activity without thinking of the result. Just doing the activity. So when you are just doing the activity, mind is not thinking actually. Well, the thought of see, I have to open my eyes, thoda pramana hota hai. We are not talking about that. But what is karma yoga? The mind is not acting actually. The thinking mind is not there. समझ में रहे ना? So you be in the world. That is why it's nirodha. Nirodha means not totally eradicating. It's controlling the mind. Not totally zero नहीं हो रहा है. Okay.
Shankar
Chalo.
sir, I have one doubt. I'm sorry. One small
बोलिए,
doubt.
बोलिए.
See, when we do long kriya in the center and all, some people, they after doing the kriya, they'll go into deep sleep. They will snore so much and they will have a nice sleep. So is there awareness in that sleep? Then they are not meditating. That awareness is not there. No?
True.
That is fine, is it?
It's not fine. It's they're sleeping. That's it.
They are okay.
Slept
That
in
is
the
not
house. That's not sleep in the house. Body is requiring sleep. So at least the kriya is making them to relax. The mind is calming down. Body is getting back its sleep. To that level, it's good.
okay.
So it's not meditating. It's
okay.
awareness. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So that's why I
Thank you.
say we have to, before even start off your kriya, the body should be fresh. Then only you can get into nice meditation. If the body is tired, it will take that sleep required. Okay. Chalo. So what we will do?
But one question relating to this, you think you're fresh and you get into Kriya, but it's sort of beyond your own control. You tend to fall asleep and it sort of extends. So in that case, it still becomes Nidra, right?
Yes, it's still a nidra. But still it's good, better than being awake, right? So nidra is, for being in the world, nidra is required. So it's good for, in that case, it's okay. It's good. But it's not meditation. It's not awareness. Samprajnataha. The word itself tells samprajna, with prajna. समझ में रहे हैं? So it's not
Okay.
meditation. So tamas zyada hai. Or maybe because of your age, body wants to sleep. It's okay.
And also because of drugs, perhaps.
Possible. Yes, definitely yes. Definitely yes.
Okay.
Chalo. So abhyasa is bringing the mind to the present moment, and vairagyam keeps the mind in the present moment. So even I'll give one simple example. Yesterday, Sunday, happily I was sitting at home. Like just sitting at home happily there. Then I saw a WhatsApp message. Guruji is giving meditation 11:45 in VM. VM is just a few minutes away from me. So what is happening? What is why happening? Oh, I want to run, go to meditation. Why? Because I have done Guruji's meditation. It's so nice. I feel good about it. I want to do it again. It's very perfect. But what is Vairagyam? Drishta Anushravika Vishaya. Whatever I have heard or whatever I have seen, that of not getting attached to it. Abhi ke liye, nahi, I will be at home. That is Vairagya. For now, I am happy. I don't want to do this. For me, this is, say you are eating, you completed your food, your stomach is full, a neighbor comes and gives one gulab jamun. Whatever it is, my wife is full. For me, I am not eating right now. That is Vairagya. For a better purpose. For a bigger cause, I don't want to upset my stomach. So that these two are required. Abhyasam, Vairagyam. Then what happens? Tatparam Purusha Khyate
Tatparam Purusha Khyate
Gunavai Trishnayam.
Gunavai Trishnyam.
Trishnyam, correct. She corrects me once in a while. Tatparam, then what happens? You get the knowledge of the Purusha. A glimpse of Purusha starts happening. Then you go beyond the gunas. Gunas which what will make you to sleep, inertia, tamas, or activity, rajas, or sattva, I feel pure. Beyond, it keeps on changing. So you go beyond the gunas.
When do you go? When do you get the observation of the Purusha? I'm sorry, I missed that little thing when you said my.
That's what,
line.
see, when you continue this, Abhyasa Vairagya, you continue for a long time, Satya Dirgha Kala,
Okay.
long time, then you get once in a while glimpses of the Purusha. Once in a while in your Kriya, once in a while in your Samadhi, you get glimpses of your Purusha. Purusha means what? Who is beyond, nothing which can be described. Anything which can be described is scenery. Simple definition. Anything which you can describe, you feel, you touch, you hear, you attributes, gunas, qualities, everything is scenery. So what is not all of this is Purusha. You can understand that that just the basis of everything.
I got it. Thank you, Shankar.
So
Thank you.
now Gunavai Trishnayam. So now we'll see the what is next. Then you start getting the Sampragyataha. When you keep doing Abhyasa Vairagyam, then there are different types of Sampragyataha Samadhi. Sampragyata, Samapatihi, Samadhi, that is what? With Pragya. Sampragya. Pragya means awareness. With awareness, Vitarka, Vichara, Ananda, Asmita, Rupa Anugama, Sampragyataha. So we'll just fall 2, 3, I'll check. Virama Pratyaya, Abhyasa, Purvaha, Sanskara, Shesho, Anyaha, Bhava Pratyayo, Videha, Prakriti, Layanam. So now he is telling types of Sampragyata and who all can get it. I'll just cover 2 more sutras. Shraddha, Dhirya, Smriti, Samadhi, Pragya Purvaka, Itaresham. So now Patanjali Maharishi says there are different types of awareness. When you go Samadhi is just introducing the concept of Samadhi. Once you start doing Abhyasa Vairagya for a long time, Vitarka. Tarka means logic. Vitarka means special logic. Who am I? What I'm doing in this world? See, now you are understanding. Your mind is getting calm. This is Vitarka Sampragyataha. Example, right now what is happening is Vitarka. With Tarka, with logic, mind is fully aware and it's getting into Samadhi, meaning calm state of mind. This is Vitarka. Then Vichara. Vichara means with knowledge. Tarka is not there, but little awareness. Ananda is just experiencing bliss. Asmita, beyond that, just the I-ness. Guruji does na who am I meditation. In the advanced courses we do na Asmita. Then Rupa, all of this Rupa Anugama with the form of Asmita, Ananda, Vitara, Vichara, Vitarka. These are the types of Sampragyataha. Then how do we do Virama Pratyaya Abhyasa Purva Sanskara Shesho Anyaha? So for others, for some people, it comes by previous sanskara. For some people, it comes by practice, like for most of us. But for some people, Anyaha, it comes by previous experiences, meaning previous birthika, they would have done lot of samadhi, lot of meditation, and then they would have died, and then from this life it continues. So they don't need to do all the practice again. So just they can start from where they left. Then you get, or they get into Videhas. Videhis mean people who don't have the body, or people who are immersed in the Prakriti, Bhava Pratyayo. I am immersed in the Prakriti. I look around. Oh, I feel so nice being with the water, being with the flower, watching the clouds. You get into Samadhi. So these are all different types of samadhis, how do we get into? Or what we do shraddha. Shraddha means doubtless, questioningless, following the smriti, following the shruti and smriti, the Veda, whatever Guruji says or whatever scripture says, without doubt following. That is shraddha. Virya. Virya means applying effort by intense practice. Virya, valor. Smriti, previous experience. Oh, I had samadhi before. Remembering the smriti of the samadhi, you get into. For normal people, for iteresham, for others, if they have to do all of this. For some people, they get into videhas, get into samadhi. So these are different types of samadhis and how people get into that. Then the most beautiful sutra, these two, one of my favorite. If you want to write down this. Tivra samveganam
Tivra samveganam
asannaha
sannaha
mridu madhya
mridu madhya
adhimatra adhimatratvat
adhimatratvat
tato
api
visheshaha.
visheshaha.
So how do I make things easy? How do I make things easy? Apply effort. Lot of effort. When you put lot of effort, tivrata in your abhyasa, things becomes easy. Then Patanjali says there are three types of people: mridu, madhya, adhimatra. They based on their effort. People who do lightly, people who do with medium effort, or adhimatra. Based on it, the result will come. Then Patanjali Maharishi suddenly introduces Ishvara. So you can do all of this, which is previously what is given. Then, or you just say Tajjapa. 1 second, sorry. 1 second. Yeah. Ishvara pranidhanadva. He says surrender to Ishvara. So Ishvara is, see, I'll just show this. So what is this? So we are here. So Ishvara, well, you get in Samadhi, Samaprati is introducing. One of the ways of attaining is Ishvara. So surrendering to a super consciousness. So I'll chant and then I'll tell. Ishvara pranidhanad.
Ishvara pranidhanad
Va. Klesha karma.
klesha karma
Vipaka. Ashaye. Aparamrishtaha. Purusha. Vishesha. Ishvaraha. Tatra niratishayam. Sarvajñatva. Bijam. See, explaining. I will cover the meaning. I'll tell. Sapurvesham api. Guruhu. Kalena anavachedata. Kalena anavacheda. Sorry. Tasya vachakaha. Pranavaha. Tajjapaha. Tad artha. Bhavanam. Tataha. Pratyaka. Chetana. Adhigamo. Pyantaraya
Pyantaraya
Abhavascha.
Pascha.
So now 6-7 sutras are there for Ishvara. Beautiful definitions. Who is God? He says Klesha. Klesha means afflictions, which is covering us. Pancha Kleshaha comes in the next pada. Definitions are coming. Karma, actions. Vipaka, the impressions of the action, the fruits of the actions. Ashaya is the fruits of the action. Vipaka is impression. Aparamrishta, beyond, who is beyond all of this. That special being is Ishvara. So me, as an individual, if I have to become Ishvara, I remove all of this klesha, pancha klesha, avidya, smita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha, pancha klesha. Karma, the impressions of the my work, impression and the fruits of my work, it doesn't affect me. Then that special being is called Ishvara. So we can also become if you just do all of this. That is the beauty of this Patanjali Sutras. Right? That Supreme Being has Sarvajñatva Bijam. The Bijam means the seed which knows everything. Everything, what everybody is thinking, what is going to happen after 10,000 years, what is happening in far galaxy. Anything, that seed is there in that energy. That energy is the Guru of everybody. The same Guru Tattva is there, which has guided Buddha, which has guided Shankara, which has guided Shuka Maharishi, who are all like thousands, millions of years away. The same energy is guiding all of them, which is beyond time. How do I address Ishvara? Pranavaha. Om. Tad japa, tad artha bhavana. We did one beautiful meditation, if you remember. We did one chanting. You chant the japa, the pranava japa, you get the meaning of the great, that being. Then what happens? All the obstacles gets removed. Antarayas. All the obstacles which is bothering you, which is troubling you, which is obstructing you in the path of yoga, means which is obstructing you to make the Purusha separate, it will get removed. So now Patanjali as Maharishi has introduced a new word called Antaraya. Right? So then he is explaining next to 2-3 sutras, what are Antarayas? What are all the obstacles? So that word is introduced, then the explanation comes. That is how this entire sutras are given. So you remember this big sutra, there are 9 obstacles in the path of yoga. To anybody who wants to go ahead in the path. So what are those? Vyadi, Dhyana, Samshaya, Pramada, Alasya, Avirati, Bhranti Darshana, Alabdha Bhumikatva, Anavastitatvani, Chitta Vikshepaha, Te Antarayaha, Dukkha, Dhaurmanasya, Angame Jayatva, Shvasa prashvasaha.
Vasa prashvasaha.
Vikshepa.
Vikshepa.
Sahabhuvaha.
Sahabhuva.
So 9 things which stops us from going further. First is Vyadi, any disease in the body. Sthana, any disease in the mind. Mind is not feeling good. I know it. I don't know it. Prejudice, everything. Samshaya, doubt. Pramada, carelessness. Alasya, laziness. Avirati, getting caught up in the senses. Bhranti darshana, hallucination. Alabdha bhumikatva. I'm doing practice, but I'm not able to get any good ground. I'm not able to get the calm state of mind. Anavasti tattvani, I'm able to get, but I'm not able to maintain. So these things causes where I am stuck. You have to think and work on it. So how do we overcome? We will see next. Then there are 5 obstacles. Dukkha, Dormanas. Dukkha means mind is not good. Sadness. Dormanasya, bitterness. Angame Jayatva is body is taking over, winning over. You want to get up in the morning, mind is telling get up, but body is not getting up. Shwasa prashvasa, incoming breath or outgoing breath ka vikshepa. Right? It's not proper. So these 5 are friends. So then beautiful, how do I overcome? Tat pratisheda.
Tat pratisheda.
Artham.
Artham.
Ekatattva.
Ekatattva.
Abhyasaha.
Abhyasaha.
You practice one thing. When you practice one thing, you see one in everybody. You see the same energy in everybody. It's Eka Tattva. In everything you do, mind stops. When the mind stops, all the difficulties gets removed. Because all are problems from the mind only. Right? Then how do I overcome? How do I see everybody as one? One friend is helping me and one friend is giving me problem. How do you are telling? See them as one. That's why this sutra comes. Maitri Karuna.
Maitri Karuna.
Mudito.
Mudito.
Upekshanam.
Upekshanam.
Sukha.
Sukha.
Dukkha.
Dukha.
Punya.
Punya.
Apunya.
Apunya.
Bhavanataha.
Bhavanataha.
Vishayanam.
Vishayanam.
Chitta prasadanam. Oh, ulta ekta. Vishayanam bhavanat. Chitta prasadanam.
Chitta prasadanam.
Bhavanat chitta prasadanam. Okay, sorry.
Vishayanam.
No, ulta. It became ulta. Sorry. So there are 4 types of people. Remember and write down really. This will work. There are 4 types of people. Sukha, Dukkha, Punya, Apunya. Good people, bad people. Sorry, happy people, unhappy people, good people, bad people. So how do I see, how do I behave with good people, happy people? Maitri. Be friendly with good people, happy people, sorry. And with people who are not happy, show compassion, karuna. People who are doing good work, mudito. Be happy for them. Be happy for them. When people who are not doing good work, upekshanam, ignore them. Apunya, people who are not doing good work or doing bad work, both ways, ignore them. Educate and ignore them. Then what happens? Your bhava, you show these feelings, then chitta prasadana, mind calms down, mind becomes pleasant. So that you can see ekatattva in everybody. right? So you can see ekatattva in other things, like material things. You can still say, oh, this is wood and that is bureau and that is door. Oh, this is same wood. You can see the same ekatattva in every in inanimate things. But with people, it's more difficult. So that's why one special sutra for people. Then he says there are like 6-7 sutras are given, different ways of attaining calm state of mind. Prachardhana vidharana,
Prachardhana vidarana,
abhyam
bhyam
va pranasya
tasya
Vishayavati va. Okay, I'll tell the meaning then. Prachardhana is holding the rhythm of the breath. Sudarshan Kriya. Holding the rhythm of the breath, prana, inner rhythm. That is Sudarshan Kriya ka clue comes from this sutra. Vishayavati va.
Vishayavati va
Pravriti.
pravriti
Rutpanna.
panna
Manasaha.
manasa
Sthiti.
sthiti
Nibandini.
nibandini
Vishokava.
vishokava
Jyotishmati.
jyotishmati
Vitaraga.
vitaraga
Vishayam va.
vishayam va
Chittam.
chittam
Swapna nidra.
swapna nidra
Jnanam.
jnana
Alambanam va.
alampanam va
Yata.
yatha
Abhimata.
abhimata
Dhyanatva.
jnanatva.
So Patanjali Maharishi gives these techniques to calm the mind so that ekatattva, so mind gets calm. When mind gets calm, all the obstacles are removed. So I'll just go from last. So yata abhimat dhyanadva. You do any form of meditation. There are a lot of meditations you can do. But Guruji tells another beautifully explain the sutra in a different way. Whatever you like, you follow it, that leads you to meditation. So you like eating ice cream, you keep eating ice cream, and in that process, that will lead you to meditation. Some people are happy, no, oh, yoga is eating ice cream. ये तो पता चल गया मुझे. ठीक है. Another he says, Swapna Nidra. Oh, Patanjali Maharishi is saying, oh, by sleeping is yoga. Yes, great. But understanding sleep, understanding Nidra, understanding Swapna. Oh, there is some sleeping, but I still exist. I'm not lost. Mind is lost, but I still exist. That state, if you can able to capture, that is meditation. That, see, sleep state, everything else vanishes. But you don't say, I vanished. Are you getting this? You say, I had a beautiful sleep. I didn't know anything. Samajh mein raha na? I existed, but I didn't know anything. That state, if you can capture, then that will lead you to calm state of mind. Then vitaraga vishayam va chittam. Chittam means the mind ko put the content of the mind to somebody who is beyond all of these cravings, like a child or a guru. You think of a child, your mind gets calm. Vishokava jyotishmati, like you think I am the light. Vishayavativa pravritti rutpanna manasa, the content of the mind, you follow, you dissolve in what you do. Like that is the actual meaning. Pravritti rutpanna, like manasaha, without getting into loss, but fully doing what it's doing. So these are the ways for removing the obstacle to getting into calm state of mind. Okay, so then last 10 more sutras. Paramanu, Parama Mahatva, Paramanu,
Paramanu,
Parama Mahatva,
Paramamatva,
Anto,
To,
Asya,
Asya,
Vashikaraha.
Vashikara,
Then the mind gets a beautiful state, Paramanu, subatom, Paramamahat. It can go to the subtlest or it can go to the biggest and control them. It gets into that state when you cross all the antarayas. And from now, it's
Please repeat this. Just this one you repeat. No, this draw.
Paramanu. Paramanu is atom, subatomic particle. Parama Mahat is beyond the biggest galaxies. Mahat is the entire creation. So mind can control, can get access to the subtlest and to the biggest. When? Because now mind is stuck in what it's doing, all the vrittis. When these antarayas, when these obstacles are removed, then mind can get access to another dimension of which is the subtlest and the biggest. How it happens, you have to experience. Just believe. Okay. So from now, this is, I'll just take, okay, 9:30, I'll take 5 or 7, 8 more minutes. Okay. From now, this sutra, it's like till now we are all in the first standard. Suddenly jumping to PhD level because the steps are given. When you grow past the antarayas, all the obstacles are removed, mind gets calm. Then what happens? Abhijata Seva. Abhijata Seva Mane is like a mirror, crystal, which reflects everything. Mind, see, you are 1 hour, you are seeing me. When you just change the glass, I showed that day, right? See, where you are just changing. No, there is no, it's a new world. That's what Guruji says. What? Being in the present moment, 100%. That is money. Crystal, you are in office, you come back, you are a new person. You go do something, you are a new person. Money means the mirror doesn't hold on to the reflection. Everything reflects and it goes. Kshina vritte, all the vrittis get, kshina means remove. Then the mind becomes like a crystal. Grahitu, grahana, graheshu. 3 things happens. The object, the processing, and the processor, the subject. Generally, we mix everything together. You get clarity in this 3 process and mind gets transformed to what it sees. Say if it sees a flower, it can fully see a flower. Not, oh, I have seen this flower before. Not that thought. It's just the flower it can see. That state, and it gets transformed as that flower, as that object. That is called samapattihi. Okay. So you start working on it, becoming a mirror. After a few years, few lifetimes, or whenever it comes, we get into this state. Okay. So I'll just go through this without the chanting. So that will complete. Okay. Then what happens? Then 3 things happen. 3 things are there. Shabda, Artha, Jnanam. The word, uska meaning, and the knowledge of any object. Understanding it separate is called savitarka. The samapatti with tarka. Okay. There are different stages of understanding, knowledge. Then what happens? Smriti Parishuddhau. The memory is fully clear by during or by or not, all the impressions are removed. Swarupa Shunya Iva. Iva means like, almost like Shunya. There is nothing else, only nothing exists in the impressions. Then what happened? That is called Nirvitarka Samapattihi. So there are various stages. Similarly, which is more subtler than Vitarka is Savichara, Nirvichara. Savichara, Nirvichara is Sukshma, more subtler than the Vitarka Samapattihi. More subtler, whatever is there, even that is removed, that is Sukshma Vishaya. Okay, then what happens? Sukshma Vishayatvam cha Alinga Paryavasanam. From the form, you get into the non-form. The unmanifested, you start feeling. Then till here it is called Sabija Samadhihi. Ta eva, all now still Sabija Samadhihi. Then Nirvichara, then you get the Adhyatma Prasada. Then from then only the grace starts flowing. The Adhyatma Prasadaha. Ritambara Tatra Pragya. You get the Pragya, like Guruji says, like the intuition, which is beyond the logic. You will feel, oh, it's going to happen. Or somebody is thinking about something. Those kind of Pragya you get access to. For small children, they had access, but when they grow up, they lose the access. Then what happens? Shruta, Anumana, Pragya, Abhyam, Anya Vishaya, Vishesha Artatva. Then different types of consciousness starts happening. Tajja Sanskaro, Anya Sanskara Pratibandhi. See now, one Sanskara means impressions. Like let's say you are watching past few years, you are watching with friends, you are watching movies, and then say another some 5-10 years you are doing only satsangs, you are only doing watching like this kind of knowledge. So the previous impressions will get lost. That's what he's saying. When you meditate in this level, all the previous impressions gets totally slowly will go. Then what happens? Even that impressions goes, tasyapi nirode, sarva niroda, everything gets wiped out. Then only you get into nirbija samadhi. And Guruji says that comes not for everybody, only through grace, only few people will get into that. But till that, this is that. पता नहीं क्या समझ में आया. I'll just show this again. So we saw this Nirbija Samadhi last word, then the benefit. Sabija Samadhi is the Vitarka Vichara Ananda, those things. Samapattihi introduction. Then the benefits of how do you overcome the antarayas. What are the obstacles? I'm going from back. Then why Ishvara is introduced? Because of the antarayas and the obstacles. Then Sabragyata we saw, Vrittis, and what is yoga? Piche se, just a thing. Okay, I don't know what happened. How much jitna gaya hai, kuch to samajh mein aaya. Then with this understanding and again with the book, and you keep on reading, slowly, one word by word will start sipping. Few questions. 9:40 already 9:30. Anything to share? Mohan sir.
One question that you said an example where there's meditation and I'm sitting at home. I choose not to go.
No,
So
it happened. Boliye.
So is it, I mean, like, what would be the right thing to do in that circumstance?
No, it's up to you. I'm not telling you go and you're not going. See, what is Vairagyam? I'm giving the example. Vairagyam ka definition is what? Oh, I heard this. It is good. So I want to go. I want to experience that goodness again. That is
Okay.
Ragaha, right?
Okay.
So, see, it doesn't allow the mind to again sit calmly. Again, you have to do that action. So you are again in the vrittis.
Okay.
Right? So Vairagyam is what? However beautiful Guruji's meditation is, I'm not interested.
Okay.
Okay. That is, see, I'm just giving example. I'm not always, oh, okay, Guruji meditation, you don't want you to miss. But example I gave.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Good. Chalo.
Jai Gurudev. So it's like telling that we should not get attached to sattva also. Attend the meditation, but don't get attached to it. Don't become so dependent.
True. Even sattva, you have to go beyond the sattva.
Yeah, we have to go beyond the sattva. When I'm
Ashtavakra Gita, one of Guruji's talk mein last sessions mein hai. Ashtavakra says, Janaka, stop meditating. Why? He says, no, it's not stop meditating. He's telling to at that level, so you already reached. Why you want to meditate? Kiske liye kar rahe ho? Stop. Don't use that meditation as your...
So even if I want to attend Gurudev's meditation, I should attend calmly. It's not like I didn't attend.
Maybe I took a wrong example.
So do it with detachment. That's the message I got. Okay.
Hopefully. So we will Sadhana Pada is also first to some 20 sutras is so deep. Then comes the Ashtanga Yoga. Till that, really, it's so powerful. You have to understand what is Sadhana Pada, meaning the techniques. But before the techniques, Patanjali Maharishi gives again lot of sutras. Theoretical knowledge is more, and then the techniques are given. The Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, all those things. So we'll see. So we'll keep practicing, understanding, and continuing in the path. Okay. Any more further questions? I'm stopping anyway. Chalo.